Welcome back to Caldwell County today. I'm with Kristy Money, our health education specialist. And today we're going to talk about our Safe Kids Coalition here in Caldwell County. I'm going to ask Kristy just some questions about our Safe Kids Coalition, what they do, and what they can offer. So, Kristy, to you, what is Safe Kids?
Safe Kids is a nonprofit organization that's working to reduce unintentional deaths and injuries with kids, especially kids ages 0 to 14. Most people are surprised to learn that preventable injuries are the #1 cause of death in children in the United States in that age group, the 0 to 14. So we're working to really with community partners. Of course, the health department is our agency that sponsors Safe Kids Caldwell County, and we work with community partners to help those preventions with the injuries with kids. We work with Lenoir Police Department, we work with Caldwell County EMS, we also work with State Farm Insurance. We have a representative from there, and the fire departments, of course, and just anybody that's involved in kids' lives that could help us prevent those injuries in our county.
Gotcha. So you're talking about prevention of injuries. I know every day now it's, we're in the summertime, so it's very hot. Could you give us some information about heat stroke?
Yes, heat stroke is the most serious heat-related illness. It occurs when the body can no longer control its temperature. So your body's temperature rises rapidly, and the sweating mechanism fails, and then the body's unable to cool down. When the heat stroke occurs, your body temperature can rise up to 106 degrees or even higher, and it's in no time, like 10 to 15 minutes that can happen.
That is crazy. So it elevates really, really fast. So what are some prevention tips you could give us?
Of course, always try to stay in a shady area. That always helps. Wear appropriate clothing, lightweight, loose clothing. Stay indoors if possible in the air conditioning. I know everybody loves to be outside, and I love to be outside too, but sometimes it's just too hot.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have air conditioning in your home, if you could go to a public place that has air, a shopping mall, the local library, Walmart. Everybody loves to go to Walmart, right? Call your local health department, which is us, to see if there's any heat relief shelters in the area, especially for homeless people that are out in the heat. Sometimes, shelters will be set up for them to be able to go to. Use your oven and your stove less, because of course that heats your house up. Take a cool shower or bath to cool down. Don't leave your kids or anybody else in the cars. That includes your pets, because the car heats up so quickly. People don't realize how quickly the car heats up. And of course, wear sunscreen. Avoid hot and heavy meals. It's a good time to utilize those nice garden vegetables. Have a good salad. Have something light.
Something light.
Yes.
Cold, yeah. So you talked about leaving your kid in the car. What are the dangers of leaving your child in a car?
A child's temperature, their body temperature can rise very quickly. And a heat stroke can occur when the body's temperature is 104 degrees in a child. So that happens quick.
Yeah.
A child can die when their body temperature reaches 107. Of course, we're in some really, really hot days, and we've already heard of several deaths of children all over the United States in the last couple of weeks from heat-related deaths. According to the National Safety Council, on average, 38 kids under the age of 15 die each year from heat stroke after being left in a vehicle.
Wow.
It can damage the brain, of course, cause death, cause damage to organs. Sad situation there if a child dies in the heat of a car.
For sure.
It's awful.
So bottom line is, don't leave your kid in the car, essentially on a very, very hot day. Now, some people ask, is it okay to leave your child in the car while the car is running, the AC is going? Is that okay?
You really shouldn't. It's really never safe to leave a child in the car because, of course, of the risk of heat stroke. And then it only takes like 10 minutes for the temperature in the car to rise as much as 20 degrees.
Wow.
And sometimes up to 50 degrees in an hour, especially if it's really, really hot outside.
Gotcha.
And as well as I do, depending on the age of the kid, okay, they're in the car, the car's running, the air's on. Oh, well, let's go and see what this does. And they're in the front and they're messing with the buttons.
Exactly.
And so it's, various accidents can happen in the car with them running.
Sure.
So it was best not to do that, really.
Gotcha. So bottom line, just don't leave them in the car. Even if you have to step out for 2 minutes, just take them with you.
Yes, definitely.
Gotcha. So what should you do if you see a child in the car?
If you see a child in the car, call 911. I mean, that's the best way. If you see that they're hot or they seem sick, just by looking in at the car, like their face is flushed, they're sweating, whatever. If you can open the car door, if it's unlocked, get them out as quick as possible and then call 911.
Gotcha. Awesome. So do you have any other tips keeping children safe from high temperatures in the vehicles this summer?
Of course, never leave the kid alone in the vehicle. Stay hydrated. Water, lots and lots and lots of water. Always check the back seat. I know people, there's various situations with people, you may have a little baby, you're not getting enough sleep, whatever. Leave a reminder. It could be you have a teddy bear of the kids, like lay it in the seat beside you,
Gotcha.
just to notice, it's there. So of course I've got to get my kid out. That's the best thing. Or you can even put something of yours in the back seat. Oh, well, you've got to have your wallet to get out because you're going to the grocery store.
Yep.
Put it in the back. Okay, you've got to get it out to, to get out of the car. Even now, you can leave your keys in the back, because you have the keyless car. So you've got to get your car keys to get out to be able to lock the door. Leave them in the car, beside the car seat or whatever.
Yeah.
Just anything like that to make that connection. The baby's
sure.
in the back. I've got to get them out. So,
sure.
And of course, if you have a child care provider, if the child doesn't show up by, say, 8:15 and you're usually there at 7:45, have them call you. Okay, is your child sick today? You haven't called. You haven't let me know. And that way, that's kind of another reminder on, if the child's in the car.
For sure. So essentially, you want to create healthy habits or reminders, knowing that, hey, I have a child in the car that I should probably take with me.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. So in your previous sentence, you mentioned water. I know it's hot. Everybody's going to the lake, going to the pool. Can you tell me some water safety tips?
Absolutely. Drowning is the leading cause of death for children ages 1 to 14. I'm sorry, 1 to 4, for kids ages 1 to 4. And the sad thing is most of those deaths occur in a backyard pool or a backyard hot tub, which is awful, to have your child get into the pool and you find them, in the pool. It can happen in seconds. It doesn't take long for a child to drown. It can happen in a small amount of water. It doesn't have to be a deep pool. It can be a pool that's, you've let the water out for the winter months or whatever, and there's just a little bit. It can still happen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Make sure that you always have a gate around the pool. Make sure that there's always a locked gate around the pool.
Gotcha.
Or if you go out to the pool from your house, make sure the doors are locked and it's a lock that the child can't reach. Kids, they climb up on things. They're going to get stuff open. Make sure it's a high lock that the kid cannot reach. Always know where that child's at.
For sure.
Say they're napping in the bedroom, make sure you're constantly checking, or put them in the same room as you. So you've got your eye on them and you know where the kids are. It's preventable. And people don't realize that drowning is silent. They think, oh, okay, well, my kids fell in the pool. They're going to start yelling for me. They're going to start screaming. That doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's silent. The kid's there. They fell in the pool, and it happens so fast that there's no movement, there's no yelling, there's no anything. So just make sure you keep your eye on them. And, of course, always learn to swim. Take swimming lessons. Yeah. Our Smart Start offers free swimming lessons for kids 0 to 5, which is great. They pay for that, at our local pool. So check into that if you have a child that age. Always make sure that you're paying attention to the kid if they're in the pool. You're not on your cell phone. You're not having a conversation with whoever's there and keeping your eye, off of the kid. You have to constantly watch them because, they're quick.
Yeah.
Of course, wear a life jacket if you're out, on the lake or whatever, on the boat. Learn CPR. That's always a great thing too. Yeah. And if you can't be there as a parent or grandparent to watch the kid, then have a water watcher. Okay, child, I've got to run in real quick. Yeah. You're the water watcher. Make sure you're constantly watching the kids in the pool. I mean, you think that sounds crazy, but just making that one little connection of, will you watch my kid, which is okay, can save their lives possibly.
For sure, yeah. For sure. And just another information, just even with kids who know how to swim, you still got to wash them.
Yes,
know? 'Cause
absolutely.
you could get tired easily, you could get fatigued easily. So
For
just
sure.
having that supervision over is a great tip.
Definitely.
So any other information you want to shout out today?
We've got some events coming up at the health department.
Awesome.
On July the 19th, we are having our Childbirth Education Day. It's from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock at the health department on the 3rd floor. This is taught by our women's health department, our nurses, and they have some other people that come in and teach some different basics, car seat basics, of course, safe sleep, all that sort of thing. And of course, they learn about techniques for a smoother labor and delivery. There's also food and door prizes. You can't beat that. That's
There you
always
go,
great.
yeah.
If you want to register for that, if you're expecting, call 426-8488, and that's Isabel's number, and she can sign you up for the class. And then another thing we have coming up at the end of the month is our immunization fair. It's crazy to believe that, I mean, just a little over a month, school's going to be starting back.
Exactly.
The summer's flying by.
Yes.
So at our immunization fair, it's from 3 to 6 at the health department. You can come in and get any of those vaccinations that the child needs for school. You can make an appointment for a physical if they need a physical for school. We're going to have lots of fun stuff.
Yeah.
We're having a jungle theme this year, which is really cute.
Yeah.
So you might see some animals walking around other
There
than,
you go.
the usual. And we're going to have popcorn and popsicles, and Smart Store will be there handing out books. We'll have free book bags for the first probably 120 kids, I would say, and just lots of fun there at the health department. And even if you're not going to get an immunization for your child because they're all caught up, come see us. We're going to have fun.
Exactly.
You can still get a book bag. You can still get some freebies. Talk to our staff. Of course, our staff's going to be there, the different departments telling about what they do. Just a fun time there. Face painting, tattoos,
Oh, yeah.
that sort of thing.
It's going to be a very good time.
Yes, it is.
Alrighty. So thank you guys all for tuning in. This is Caldwell County Today. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you.